Tariq Rahman doing terror activities in London to be brought back and put to trial, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at London reception by UK expatriates. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina returns home tomorrow morning, concluding 8-day visits to Saudi Arabia and United Kingdom. 19-member Awami League delegation led by Ubaidul Qadir now in India on 3-day visit at invitation from BJP. US State Department report on human rights in Bangladesh biased, baseless and made up, says Information Minister. Suicide attack on Kabul voter registration center kills 63. IS claims responsibility. And in today's first IPL match, Chennai Super Kings beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 4 runs. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shanin Ziauddin welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre.
And I'm Shamim Khan welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has directed the all-European Awami League leaders to give a befitting reply to the BNP Jamaat propaganda against the country and government abroad. She said the BNP Jamaat nexus, who amassed huge amount of money through illegal ways, is now carrying out false propaganda against the country and the government abroad through various means. Sheikh Hasina said this when a delegation of the all-European Awami League leaders called on her at a hotel suite in London this morning. All-European Awami League President Anil Dashgupta led the delegation. Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ihsan Karim briefed reporters after the meeting. The European Awami League leaders apprised the Prime Minister of different aspects of the organization. The Prime Minister also gave directives to the leaders to further strengthen the organization and maintain unity among them. Sheikh Hasina, also the Awami League President, recalled about how the Awami League was formed in Europe amid adverse situation after the brutal assassination of Bangabandhu in 1975. In this connection, she asked the present leadership of the European Awami League to properly evaluate those veteran leaders who played a crucial role in organizing Awami League in Europe at that time. Sheikh Hasina said she personally tolerated much pain and sacrificed a lot only for the cause of the country's development. Mentioning that BNP's acting chairman Tariq Rahman is committing terrorist acts staying in London, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the fugitive convict will have to face justice for the crimes. She said this while addressing a reception in London yesterday. UK chapter Awami League accorded reception to the Prime Minister for Bangladesh's graduation to a developing country from a least developed one. Sheikh Hasina said her government already talked to the British government for Tariq's extradition. The Premier hoped that her government will be able to take back Tariq home and he will have to face justice for the crimes he has committed. Sheikh Hasina said Tariq Rahman committed terrorist acts at home and like that he is now committing the same crimes staying in the British capital. Referring to vandalism in Bangladesh High Commission in London by the BNP terrorists, Sheikh Hasina said the BNP terrorists at the directives of Tariq Rahman dishonored the portrait of Bangabandhu. In this connection, she criticized the role of the High Commission. Terming BNP as a party of bankrupts, the Awami League president said how BNP made a fugitive convict as its chairman. They want to destroy the country by tarnishing its image, she said. The Prime Minister said those who ransacked the father of the nation's portrait will have to be punished. The Prime Minister described Zia, Khalida Zia and Tariq as killers and said the country will have to be saved from these murderers. Chaired by UK Chapter Awami League President Sultan Mahmood Sharif, among others eminent journalist Abdul Ghaffar Chaudhry, Foreign Minister Abul Hassan Mahmood Ali, State Minister of Foreign Affairs Muhammad Shahriar Alam, State Minister of Women and Children Affairs Meher Afroz Chumki, and local leaders of Awami League and its associate bodies spoke on the occasion. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina leaves London this afternoon for home after wrapping up her 8-day official visit to Saudi Arabia and the United Kingdom. A VVIP flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Premier and entourage members will depart Heathrow International Airport from London to Dhaka at 6:20 p.m. local time. Bangladesh High Commissioner to the UK, Najmul Gaunain, will see the Prime Minister off at the airport. The flight is scheduled to land at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka at 9:15 a.m. Bangladesh time tomorrow.
A delegation of Bangladesh Judicial Service Commission, led by its chairman Justice Hassan Faiz Siddiqui, submitted the annual report 2017 of the Commission to President Mohammad Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. Later, President's Press Secretary Joinul Abidin told reporters that during the meeting, the Judicial Service Commission chairman apprised the President of various aspects of the report and activities of the Commission. President Abdul Hamid expressed satisfaction over the activities of the Commission and said judiciary is the last shelter of people for getting justice. The President underscored the need for performing judicial tasks with honesty and sincerity. The President assured the delegate of providing all-out necessary support for the smooth functioning of the Commission's activities. Secretary to the President were present. Later, Vice-Chancellor of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Maritime University, Rear Admiral M. Khalid Iqbal, made a courtesy call on President Mohammad Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan. During the meeting, the Vice-Chancellor apprised the President of different activities of the university. President Abdul Hamid underscored the need for playing time-befitting role to gear up the country's socio-economic development through proper utilization of marine resources. Secretaries to the President were present. The 19-member Awami League delegation, led by Party General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir, reached Indian capital New Delhi today on a 3-day visit. Our special correspondent Khandakar Asab Mahmood reports from Delhi that on arrival at the Indira Gandhi International Airport early afternoon today, Bangladesh High Commissioner to India Syed Muazzam Ali welcomed Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir at the delegation first with flowers. Later, Bharatiya Janata Party leaders also received the Awami League leaders with flowers. The Awami League delegation comprises Presidium member Piyush Kanti Bhattacharya, Joint General Secretaries Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Jahangir Kabir Nanok and Abdul Rahman, Publicity and Publication Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood, Organizing Secretaries Ahmed Hussain, Advocate Muhammad Misbah-uddin Shiraj, AFM Bahauddin Nasim, AKM Inamul Haq Shamim and Barrister Mohibul Hassan Chaudhry Naufel. Office Secretary Dr. Abdul Saban Golab, International Affairs Secretary Dr. Shamni Ahmed, Liberation War Affairs Secretary Mrinal Kanti Dash, Science and Technology Affairs Secretary Engineer Abdul Sabur, Health and Population Affairs Secretary Dr. Ruqya Sultana, Relief and Social Welfare Secretary Shujit Roy Nundi, Deputy Office and Publication Secretary Aminul Islam Amin, and Central Working Committee member Muhammad Ghulam Kabir Rabbani Chinu. Soon after arrival, the Awami League delegation led by General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir paid respect to Mahatma Gandhi at the Gandhi Memorial, placing flowers and observing silence for some time. The delegation will call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow and hold talks with the BJP. The Awami League delegation is also expected to make a courtesy call on Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan and visit the Indian Parliament tomorrow.
Health and Family Welfare Minister Muhammad Naseem has urged all to support Awami League in the next general election to continue the development trend. He made the call while distributing checks of 1 crore taka among the landowners whose lands had been acquired for development works at Kazipur in Shirajganj today. The lands at Chalabhora area under Maisbari Union in Kazipur Upazila had been acquired for construction of Family Welfare Inspectors Training Center. 30 landowners sold their lands for the development work. Information Minister Hassanul Haque has said that the recently published US Human Rights Report is biased and it violated diplomatic norms as they did not take the government's opinion on the issues before preparing such a report. He said this while talking to newsmen at his Secretariat office today. The minister said that the sources that have been quoted in the report were dubious. Refuting the charge of media repression, the minister said that the media is completely free and they wrote whatever they thought to be right. Regarding the freedom of the judiciary, he said it is completely independent and the resignation of S.K. Sinha was completely voluntary. Referring to charges of extrajudicial killings, the Information Minister said there is no provision of impunity in Bangladesh. Later, Hassanul Haque took part at a discussion meeting of Bangladesh Brahmaman Hawkers Porishad at Yashud office in the capital. President of the organization, Mir Hussain Akhtar, chaired the discussion, which was also addressed by its General Secretary, Kamal Hussain. Yashud President Hassanul Haque urged the administration not to evict hawkers without rehabilitation and guideline.
Now international news. A suicide bomb attack at a voter registration center in the Afghan capital Kabul has killed at least 63 people. The blast occurred in the Dasht-e-Barachi area of western Kabul, where many of the country's Shia Hazara minority reside. The dead include 21 women and 5 children killed when the blast hit the queue outside. A further 112 people were injured. The Islamic State group IS said it had carried out the attack. Voter registration began this month for legislative elections, which are due to take place in October. International chemical weapons experts have finally inspected the site of a suspected attack near Damascus, which caused an international crisis. The team from the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons traveled to the town of Douma and collected samples and other items. Last week, Western states bombed several Syrian government sites in retaliation for the suspected attack on 7th April. Syria and Russia, which now control Douma, deny chemical arms were used. More than 40 people are said to have died on 7th April. The joint military response by the US, UK and France followed a war of words with Russia, Syria's main military ally.
The news on sports. Chennai Super Kings beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 4 runs in the first match of the day of IPL. Chasing the victory target of 183 runs, Sunrisers managed to score 178 runs for 6 in the stipulated 20 overs. Kane Williamson scored 84 while Yusuf Pathan scored 45 and Shakib Al Hasan scored 24 runs. Earlier, Chennai Super Kings batted first and scored 182 runs for 3 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Ambadi Rayudu scored 79 while Suresh Raina was unbeaten on 54 runs. Meanwhile, Mumbai Indians are now batting against Rajasthan Royals in the second match of the day. Mumbai Indians scored 169 runs for 7 wickets in 19 overs when reports last came in. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Tariq Rahman doing terror activities in London to be brought back and put to trial, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at London reception by UK expatriates. Minister Sheikh Hasina returns home tomorrow morning, concluding 8-day visit to Saudi Arabia and United Kingdom. 19-member Awami League delegation led by Ubaidul Qadir now in India on a 3-day visit at the invitation from BJP. U.S. State Department report on human rights in Bangladesh is biased, baseless and made up, says Information Minister. Suicide attack on Kabul voter registration center killed 63. IS claims responsibility. And in today's first IPL match, Chennai Super Kings beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 4 runs.
And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla news. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.